Don't look now, ladies and gentlemen, but we could have some very interesting things developing right in front of our eyes. Now, I originally got some inside information about Jerry Jones going out of his way to go with the NFLPA or go against the NFLPA and essentially try to avoid media obligations at the end of the season or during the offseason, like right at the beginning of the offseason. John Machota actually talked to us about this during one of our episodes of the Cowboys Collective. I can't remember if it was actually during it or afterwards when we have like a little post-filming powwow, but I wanted to get this information out because now this is the second occurrence now where Jerry Jones has done something to go out of his way to avoid talking to the media. Now remember, the only time we really heard from Jerry Jones so far was at the Brian Schottenheimer introductory press conference. Everything else has really been a lot from Stephen Jones and Brian Schottenheimer, his coaching staff. And even more interesting, Jerry won't be at the NFL Combine. He is going out of his way not to be there, and he's only one of 3 owners that won't be there, but Brian Schottenheimer will be. Let's get right into this article, but first, a word from our sponsors. This is very intriguing. Be sure to check out BetUS, America's favorite sports book, to bet on all of your favorite sporting events, including the NFL Draft and odds on who will be taken #1 overall, with the current betting favorite being Cam Ward. Remember, use promo code YouTube150 to get 150% back on your first-time deposit bonus up to $2,000 on your first 3 deposits. And remember to only bet if you can afford to bet. I'm not helping you pay no bills, bruh. I'm just not. Now back to our show, y'all. Jerry Jones, one of 3 NFL GMs, skipping media availability at NFL Combine. Let's get into this article because this is very, very interesting. NFL draft season officially kicks off this week in Indianapolis with the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine at Lucas Oil Stadium. For the Dallas Cowboys, it will be the first time for new head coach Brian Schottenheimer to address the national media. While Schottenheimer will be taking the podium during Combine week, there will be one noticeable absence. Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones, who typically has a lot to say, will not be speaking with the media in Indianapolis. Jones is one of 3 NFL general managers who will not be available. Miami Dolphins GM Chris Greer and Chicago Bears GM Ryan Poles will also be skipping media availability. Wow, this is very, very interesting. No availability for Jerry Jones. With Jerry Jones skipping out on media availability, it will be the Schottenheimer show in Indy. A total of 329 NFL draft prospects will make their way to Indianapolis for the Combine beginning on Monday, February 24th for their pre-exams, orientation, and team interviews. On Tuesday, February 25th, players will undergo their medical exams and continue team interviews. Oh man, this is very interesting stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this could be for a variety of reasons, right? We're not going to jump to conclusions and start acting like the Jerry's just turned over a new leaf. But this is very notable for the fact that everyone, including I know personally, John Machota, Bobby Belt, these guys were expecting to speak to Jerry Jones in the front office at the NFL Combine. They were expecting to interview these people and to see them at some point, and Jerry won't be there. And this is now the second time Jerry Jones is actually going out of his way to essentially try to avoid media responsibilities. What does this mean? It means this is something that we damn sure need to keep an eye on, ladies and gentlemen, because is Jerry Jones trying to change his colors? Can this old, mangy, crusty, crypt-keeping ass greyhound, almost out the door dog change his colors? Can this damn tiger change his stripes? I don't know. But what I do know is this is a very interesting pattern of behavior developing. Jerry could also be trying to avoid any heat because we know he's got his court date pushed back again. So that man do got that SA case just floating around out there. We're not going to act like that's not floating around out there. But let's just keep it football for now, unless we find out otherwise. Let's keep it football. Jerry Jones is not talking to the media. Now, I've been asking this on my social media accounts. I've been like, man, have we been hearing from Jerry? I feel like we have not heard from Jerry Jones a whole lot this offseason, and we really haven't heard from Jerry a whole lot. I mean, I think that we've heard from him like maybe once outside of Shotty, maybe once. I think maybe. but we haven't heard Jerry doing the amount of talking he normally does. Now, they could be pulling old Joey B right in front of our eyes, and Jerry ass just need to be set out the pasture, and they trying to make sure that he's on happy home paradise somewhere tucked away so he ain't in front of the media too much, because, you know, they don't need Jerry spilling their beans on what they trying to do this offseason. But the Cowboys, they're moving a little bit differently. This is one of those situations, you know, when you get your girl and y'all been together for a couple of years and you pretty much know her daily routine, then all of a sudden she started coming home a little bit later than she normally do. All of a sudden she stopped cooking those home-cooked meals. She just started ordering in and bringing food from takeout home instead of cooking for you and putting her love into those meals. And all of a sudden she seemed just a little bit more loose than she normally is, if you know what I mean. No, I'm not speaking on personal experience, but some of y'all testimony I just spoke on. Something a little different about Jerry in this front office. Something a little different about how Jerry done move, and they are really trying to let Brian Schottenheimer captain this thing. They're really trying to let Schotty ride shotgun on the Cowboys. Now, if they let Schotty ride shotgun on the Cowboys like this in the offseason, in the free agency period, with how we do these contracts, how early we get some of this stuff done so we can actually get some players in here, we're going to keep an eye on it, y'all. We're not going to overreact to it. We're not going to get overly excited. We're going to set our expectations low, so that way when they overexceed our expectations, we have something to get excited about. Now, our expectations have been as low as they can possibly be all offseason long because we learned our lesson. We have learned our lesson over this last 30 years of failuredom, of loserdom, of just sucking, okay? So we learned our lesson. Now, we getting a little excited when stuff like this happen because we have been asking for Jerry to stop talking so damn much. We have been asking for Jerry to let the actual leaders of this organization lead and be the faces of the organization. Now, with that being said, does that mean we get Micah Parsons and his contract done earlier so that way you can get one of your leaders in place and have a little bit more stability within this organization, understanding who are the pillars here? You have Dak Prescott, you have CeeDee Lamb. Is Micah Parsons your pillar? Answer that question. Quit playing games with it. That is really, you really show us, Jerry, are you trying to change up a little bit on us? Now, again, we're not going to get too excited about this, y'all, because this could be for a variety of reasons. Jerry could have got the sniffles or something and had to stay home, and he really couldn't come out there. We have no clue. But is he just skipping media availability and then going to be at the combine at some point, or is he skipping the whole combine? And if he's skipping the whole combine, does that mean that he's passing some of his power on to someone that just signed a brand new shiny contract named Will McClay? Is he passing some of that decision-making power on to be like, hey, I don't need to be there to see these guys, get my eyes on them, because I'm not going to be as involved with the decision-making process? We have a lot to still find out. Going to be a very interesting week. Be sure to subscribe for more Attack on Cowboys on the regular, man. I'm probably the most consistent Cowboys channel out there. Nothing but love to all my brothers and sisters out there representing the blue and silver, but damn it, I'm one of the best, and I want you to join along the ride with me. So be sure to subscribe, hit that button, smash that like button for me, and we're going to keep an eye out for old Jerry here. This is very interesting indeed, and how about them Cowboys?
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.